Welcome to Chisholm Trail 61. One of my most frequently asked questions is, how do you make your mayonnaise biscuits? Well, I'm going to show you that coming up right now. First thing we need to do is start our oven preheating to 450 degrees. We got about 2 tablespoons of butter in the cast iron skillet. We're just going to slide it in while our oven's heating so that we can get that butter melted. And here we got 2 cups of self-rising flour. We have a tablespoon of sugar, 1 cup of milk, and 1/3 cup of mayonnaise. Just 4 ingredients, people. That's all we need. First thing we're going to do is we're going to mix all our ingredients together. We're going to take and put the sugar in there. We're going to take and pour a cup of milk in. And then we're going to add the most important ingredient, our 1/3 cup of mayonnaise. This is what makes the mayonnaise biscuits. And I got to admit, sometimes I cheat a little bit, and I'll add a little bit more than a 1/3 cup of mayonnaise because the mayonnaise gives it such a great flavor. All right, and we're just going to mix that all together real good. I usually mix it with a spoon until I get it to the consistency that I need. And we may have to add just a little bit more flour. Sometimes you may have to add a little bit of milk. All right, and once you get everything mixed up, you may need to add a little bit of more flour if it's not thick enough that you can roll it into your biscuits. Or sometimes you may have to add a little bit more milk, depending on what you got. So we just add a little bit more sifted flour in. We want it that consistency where we're rolling into our biscuits is what we're looking for, just to get the consistency to roll biscuits out. I like my biscuits a little bit drier than a lot of people because I don't like to make a mess. One thing I'm good at is making a mess. I may not be the best cook in the world, but I can sure make the mess with the best of them. We just want to keep mixing here, keep stirring, get the consistency of a biscuit dough where it'll roll. And we're just about there now. We're just about to get there. I'm going to put just a little bit more flour. So that's probably another 1/2 cup. But like I said, sometimes you need to do this, sometimes you don't. It just depends on how much milk you add, how much mayonnaise you add, and things of that nature. And as you know, if you do much cooking, a cup of flour is not always the same, depending on how you measured out and how it went into the sifter. All right, yeah, we're getting there now. So it looks like our oven has just a few more seconds. So we'll be right back whenever our oven gets warmed up there. Okay, all we need to do is just knead our biscuits a little bit here. Get them to where our dough is where we can knead it. I got me a little flour here where I can dip my hand in it if I need to. Keep it from sticking to my hands so bad. And it looks like our oven is coming done there. So we're going to take our skillet out of the oven. And as you know, cast iron's hot, so you definitely want to grab a mitt when you take that out. We want to pour off, add excess butter because we're going to use it again in just a little bit. Once our biscuits get done, we're going to put them on top. You want your oven, your skillet hot like that because that'll help give that brown glaze on the bottom of your biscuits when they're done. What you want to do is you just want to break you off some. Get it where you can just sort of roll it up. Get you a little bit of flour on your hands. And just roll them and put them in the shape of biscuits. And then just lay them in your skillet. You just got to be careful not to touch that skillet because that skillet's extremely hot at this point. You don't have to roll them a whole lot. You want your biscuits touching in the skillet though, because if you ever seen biscuits that rise up real good and some that don't, The reason being is because if your biscuits aren't touching in the skillet, then they won't rise up. They'll spread out. So you always want to make sure that your biscuits are touching in your skillet when you put them in there. That'll force them to rise up instead of out. Instead of spreading around, they'll come up. And that's what you want, is for them to come up, not go out. So try to make your biscuits touch. It doesn't matter if you don't have a full skillet, as long as they're touching, then where they can't just all spread out flat, then they'll rise up. And that's what we want, is our biscuits to rise up. Want them to come up instead of go out. Nobody wants a flat biscuit. Like I said, just take them, keep rolling them till you use them all up. We got our oven to 450 degrees. So I think we can get 2 more biscuits out of this, which would be just about right. That's a number 8 large cast iron skillet. In case anyone's wondering, this one of the older ones. This is the 3 notch skillet. Yeah, we make them squeeze 3 of them out of that. And I assure you, they're not all going to be the same size, but that's okay. I'm not an expert at rolling biscuits. All right, now let me wash my hands off here, and then we'll put them in the oven. And what we got to do, we get them in the oven, we're going to let them cook for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to take them out, and that extra butter that we had there, we're going to brush the top with the butter and then put them back in for another 5 minutes to help them brown. So we'll be back whenever the 15 minutes is up. Okay, what happened there was we lost our video for just about 58 seconds on the video. But what you seen, we took the biscuits out after 15 minutes in the oven, and we're brushing the top with the butter that we had left over when we melted the butter at the beginning of the video in the skillet. And we just give them a good brush over, and then we're going to put them back into the oven, and we'll leave them in the oven for an additional 5 minutes. And the oven's still set at 450 degrees. We're sorry about the inconvenience. Don't know why we lost the audio on this little segment. But anyway, the audio will be back on now. It's at the end of that segment, so it's going to come back on. Like I said, we left the biscuits in for an additional 5. Okay, while we're waiting on our biscuits to come out of the oven there, just want to give y'all a little heads up. We're going to do a video here in the next day or two, few days. We'll have a video coming out on pressure canning. We're going to do a step-by-step tutorial on how to pressure can. We're going to be doing some meatballs. Going to can some meatballs up. I ain't got one jar left on the shelf, so I need to get some done. And while I got it on my mind, and don't forget it before we take our biscuits out, if you would, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. There's our timer. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, comment, share the knowledge. What we're going to do is we're going to let these set and cool for just a minute. You can see they nice and brown now on the top, just like Mama used to make. But anyway, we're going to let them set and cool for just a minute. Then we'll take them out, and we're going to see what they look like on the inside and on the bottom there. And we'll bring y'all back for that. So we'll be back there in just a minute. We're going to flip these out of our skillet here. It's been, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, and we're going to see what they look like there. We're going to flip them over and look there how brown those are on the bottom. And then flip them over and how brown they are there. And we're going to take one apart. Boy, look at that steam coming off of there. Makes me hungry. They're so light and fluffy. Ooh, look at that, how fluffy those biscuits are. Just look at that. That is a good biscuit right there. You need to try this video, try this recipe on we showed here. I guarantee you won't be disappointed in it. It's real simple. Like I said, it takes 4 ingredients, all it takes. Give the video a thumbs up if you will. Subscribe, comment. This really helps our channel a lot. We appreciate it all. We're going to go ahead and get off here now, but we got some upcoming videos. Like I said, we're going to do a video on how to maintain your cast iron, cleaning your cast iron. We got a video coming up on pressure canning meat with the meatballs and stuff. Plus, we're going to do some water bath canning in the future. We're going to do some more pressure canning, some more cooking. We may even do a couple of travel videos. I don't want to talk about that too much right now, but that could be in the works because I do a lot of traveling. But anyway, just hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time we post something. But do subscribe and like, comment, share the knowledge. We appreciate it.